Governor Gavin Newsom of California is going to be sending out inflation relief checks of more than $1,000 over the coming weeks, and this is going to go to quite a few people. Twitter is abuzz on the latest announcement, but information is all over the place. So I'm going to show you what this relief check is, also known as the middle class tax refund, specifically to California. I'm going to show you how you can determine your eligibility, how to know when you'll receive payment, how much you'll actually receive, and how you'll receive that payment. So let's just go over here really quickly. As you can see, lots of stuff going on here, but bottom line is if you're making up to $250,000, you'll receive a payment ranging from $200 to $1,050. So let's just break this down a little bit. So I'm going to go over directly to the State of California site, to the Franchise Tax Board portal here. And as you can see here, so this is the middle class tax refund. And to determine your eligibility, there's going to be a few things here. So first of all, you have to have filed your 2020 tax return by October 15, 2021. And I'm talking about this guy here, the California State Income Tax Return. If you haven't filed this, we'll talk about that in a second, but I'm going to break this down exactly what you need to have done here. So let's just go back. You have to have met the California AGI, or Adjusted Gross Income limits, and we'll talk about what those limits are. You'll not be eligible if you were claimed as a dependent in 2020, if you are a California resident for 6 months or more in 2020, you would be eligible, and you are a California resident on the date that the payment was issued. Okay, so you'll actually receive let's check out the payment schedule, because this is really interesting. I'm going to go to another tab here. So basically, it's going to be staggered, right? And it's going to be either the payment type is either going to be through direct deposit or through debit card, various ways. So the payment date, so the first coming up in just a couple weeks, October 7th to October 25th, you'll get a direct deposit if you receive the Golden State Stimulus 1 or 2 by direct deposit. So you should know who you are, and if you've received that. October 28th to November 14th is the next batch. Those are also through direct deposit. It'll be received if you received the 2020 state tax refund by direct deposit but didn't get that Golden Gate stimulus, or that GSS. The third batch is going to be October 25th through December 10th, which is going to be sent via a debit card. And that's if you receive the Golden Gate stimulus by debit card. And January 15th, 2023 is going to be that last batch, and that's through debit card for taxpayers who don't fall into those above categories. Now, check this out. So the Franchise Tax Board estimates that the vast majority of eligible Californians won't have to wait much longer to see their tax refund. The agency say about 90% of payments will be issued in October, but about 95% will be issued by the end of the year. So this is going to impact over 23 state residents. So let's just look at some more of these numbers here. So the idea here is that you want to make sure that you filled out this information so you can figure out exactly how much you'll actually get, right? So I'm talking about the California Form 540 or 542EZ. So that's this guy right here, and you need to make sure that this adjusted gross income is completed on line 16 or 17. Right? So if we go to the form, and let's just blow this up just a tad bit here and scroll down a little bit to 16. So you want to make sure that this information is filled in here. So this is the information that you're looking for, and you're going to basically add this up. So this information has to be completed. Okay, so let's go back here. So basically, the long and short is maximum of $1,500 and minimum of $200. Actually, minimum of nothing. Some folks are just not qualified. So basically, if you're married, filing jointly, making $150,000 or less, and if you have a dependent, you get $1,050. If you don't have a dependent, you only get $700. And it's a graduating scale here. So basically, the more you make, the less you earn. And in fact, if you're married with $500,000 and $500,001 or more, you don't get anything. Okay. So if you're head of household, you start off with $700 with a dependent, $350 without a dependent here, and then single or married filing separately, this is going to be $75,000 or less. You get $700 or $350 without a dependent. And again, graduating scale here. So if you're making more than $250,001, you're not going to get anything here. So this is just a bit of information. This is just fresh in the latest batch of information from the state government here. So again, just to recap, basically you're going to get, if you're making up to $250,000, you'll receive a payment ranging from $200 to $1,050. And pay attention to the payout schedule here. These checks are going to start in just a few weeks, starting October 7th, going all the way through January. And be mindful of how much you'll actually receive by looking at this payment scale here. And to get more information, you want to go to ftb.ca.gov and look for the middle class tax refund. And there's actually an estimator on here, so you can actually estimate how much you'll get if you're not really into the chart. You click on the estimate my payment. You're going to ask a few questions through a wizard, and it'll tell you exactly how much you should be expected to get. So anyway, I'll refresh this as more information comes in, but this is the latest, and go get your money.